Thank you for tuning in to the WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you the double the information and inspiration. You're listening to Highly Doubted, and I'm your host, K.Q Dawg. I just want to first off saying that was 2 Cents, my single that I definitely have on all platforms as well. Go check out my project called Solo Savage. It's currently on SoundCloud. I'm definitely trying to get that on iTunes and Spotify, but got to clear some things. But first of all, I just want to talk about Highly Doubted. What is that? What does that mean? How does that apply to you? How does that apply to me? Why are you hearing Highly Doubted? Well, Highly Doubted is basically something that goes out to every single person out there who has a dream, a vision, something that they have in their own creativity, their own heart, their own soul, their own desires to make something from themselves and make it into reality. The problem is that most of these people who do that are highly doubted. What does that mean? They have haters, they have doubters, they have people who don't believe in them from the jump because they have nothing to show for it. Well, a lot of people are always, I think they start off as doubters, but then they become your supporters, your motivators, because they see the growth, they see the gains, they see the wins. Case in point, Jay-Z, I remember when I was younger, they said he was big lip ugly, but now he's with the hottest chick in the game wearing a chain. So, highly doubted is always something that, whether you're an artist, a businessman, woman, entrepreneur of some sort, you always go through that. You always have a story. So what I want to do is take this time and, introduce myself and what highly doubted means to me and, what that means for my journey and the wins and losses, because I'm telling you, highly doubted is something that anyone and everyone can always relate to and have a story for. So we'll be discussing what highly doubted is, but before we do that, we will take a commercial break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, and those streaming live through free TuneIn Radio app or through iHeartRadio. You're listening to Highly Doubted, and I'm your host, K.Q Dawg. And if you're just tuning in, we're discussing what is highly doubted. So just like I said, let's back up. My name is K.Q. What does that mean? Can't quit. Basically, that means whatever I do, whether it's music, I am an artist, or business, I am an entrepreneur, I have a can't quit mentality at all times. So I make sure that I don't ever let the doubters get to me. That's something that I always pride myself on, and I live by it every day. It's when I speak it into existence. But a little bit about myself. I'm an artist. I was an artist. I started being an artist probably 2016, and now I am at the point where I have my music on Apple Music and I have my own radio show, so I think I'm doing pretty good for myself, and the doubters are not so highly anymore. But I am blessed, I am thankful at all times. But you always have to sit back and reflect on the past to make sure that your present is golden and your future is platinum. But I just want to take the time to talk to my viewers, talk to the audience, whether you are an artist, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are a businessman or woman of any kind, especially if you are in your 20s. Shout out to the 20-year-olds who are making their own businesses, doing their own thing, not trying to do the traditional way and follow your own creative paths. I salute you 1,000%. Welcome back to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, and those streaming live through free TuneIn Radio app or through the iHeartRadio. You're listening to Highly Doubted, and I'm your host, K.Q Dawg. And if you're just tuning in, we are discussing what is highly doubted. I said a little bit previously before, there are a lot of people, if not everyone who is a creative mind, whether you're an artist, businessman, businesswoman, entrepreneur, you have a story. You have doubters who were definitely on your case when you first started, when you did that first initial idea, and you have a story to tell about it. And that's really what this show is about. This show is about talking about the creatives and their stories, their truth, and what did they do in their dire times when they felt like they were going to give up, or they felt like there was an obstacle that was too great to get over. What made you highly doubted, and what made you say, you know what, I'm not going to let that be an excuse and I'm going to get over it? Because, someone like me, I made it to the point where I live by that every day and making it my name. KQ, can't quit. So I embody highly doubted every single day, everywhere I go. And I know that you guys embody as well. So my job, my mission is to reach out to those creatives, and make sure that your voice is heard, make sure that your story is told, make sure that your platform is presented, because me as an artist, if I wasn't where I am, I'll be killing to get to this point. So I want to make sure I give back to any and everyone, because that's really what it's all about, support. And I believe that is what makes success so beautiful, because you have other people supporting you, and that's just the bottom line to when it comes to business. So definitely reach out and contact me and let me hear your story. But just to be the example of what I mean when I say, what does highly doubted mean to you? So to me, highly doubted, it takes me back to when I was a young lad, probably in my middle school years, probably 8th grade, where I was a part of a group, me and my friends. That's when jerking was very popular, and everybody wanted to be on YouTube and make those videos and be the next sensation, right up to the Rangers and all those people way back in the day, way back in the day. But what happened was I had two friends of mine, Trial and Sterling, and they came to me and they were like, yeah, let's make this jerking crew and this, that, and the third. And it was really good. And basically, long story short, I couldn't dance. I couldn't do the footwork wasn't my forte, but I did love to rap. I did love to, make words rhyme. I love to make things flow. And I had a secret infatuation with the music behind the videos, because not only are they making their own videos, but they're making their own music to their videos. I thought that was awesome. So I wanted to bring that to the crew that I had. So long story short, we gave each other nicknames, T Swag, Sterl J, crazy names. But for me, because my government is Kes Kim Nu, and I say that because that just rhymes with KQ, and that's really what it was for the time. It just rhymed with my first name, and we just stuck with it. And I had a notebook and I wrote rhymes, and people liked it, and it was a nice little middle school phase. But what I soon found out was the teachers were being very involved in the students, and we ended up getting in trouble, so much that they were like, I'm not doing this anymore, we're done, it's broken up, we quit. So when it came to me, and I was like, okay, so should I stop rapping? Should I stop writing? Should I stop trying to make words rhyme? And something came to me, and it was like, no, you're really good at this, to the point where my mom even said, you're really good at this, you should keep going, to the point where she gave me a notebook. She went out and bought a notebook for me primarily to write. And I was like, man, I feel like I got something, and I shouldn't quit. I can't quit. And that's where it came from. Can't quit. Literally, that was the epiphany, and I stuck with it ever since. And that was when I was in middle school in 8th grade, probably 13. I'm 21. So imagine how that journey came out. And I'm, still doing what I love, still have that mentality. And I'm so proud of myself, my middle school self, to keep that going, because if it wasn't for that mentality, I wouldn't even began to continue to do the journey that I'm on, and I'm so blessed to do it. So that was a moment where I was highly doubted, and that was when I came from just 2 letters to making it an acronym, and now it's being my whole life, and I'm very proud of that. Another time I was highly doubted, a tagline. I don't know if any of you guys listen to my music on SoundCloud, K.Q, but I have a tag, and it's like K.Q Dawg. Matter of fact, I do it for my shows, and people hated that. Like when I was in middle school, people hated that. They were like, that is so annoying, it's never gonna stick, it's never gonna be a thing, it sounds like you just they didn't have anything positive to say. But I mean, I kept with it, and to this day, it's a tagline I use in all my songs. People who support me, they know that's my tag, and that's what they do when I come on stage, and that's my intro and outro for my show. So it's definitely became a trademark, and that was something that I kept going for many years. And though the same people who are highly doubting me are the ones who are saying K.Q Dawg every time they see me. So you just gotta believe in yourself, and maintain the dream. And if honestly, if you have people doubting you, that means you're in the right direction. That means you're doing something correct. That means you need to keep on building till, you see that these people who are giving you these doubts and giving you these negative vibes are the ones who are really scared to see you grow. So you have to push on. That's something that just has to happen at all times. We are all kings and queens we're all kings and queens when it comes to our desires. So we got to make sure that we cater to them, we protect them, and we make sure that if anyone brings harm to them, we not only protect our treasure, but we fend off the thieves who try to take it. So that's something that I want everyone to take to the bank and cash that in. Highly doubted is something that I'm gonna say throughout the whole timeline of this show. It's in all of us. Everyone has a highly doubted story. Everyone has something to bring to the table, because talent is God's gift, and God gave you the ability to do it and show it to the world. So by all means, please show your love, show your worth. That is what I encourage. That's what I want in my life, and my atmosphere, in my workplace, in my house. Nothing but positive, creative energy all over the place. I'm just a very energy type of guy. I like to make sure that everyone around me is well, healthy, and living great. Opportunities are at its fullest capacity, and we can negate all of the cliche negativity, but I'm serious. That's real. And when you have that mentality, it really takes a lot of pressure of expectations, because at the end of the day, as long as you are happy with yourself and what you're doing, and the people that you care about in terms of opinions support you and are behind you, then that's really all that matters. You're tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. We'll be right back after this commercial break. To WDRB Media, the voice of the community, and those streaming live through free TuneIn Radio app or through iHeartRadio. You're listening to Highly Doubted, and I'm your host, K.Q Dawg. And if you're tuning in, we are discussing what is highly doubted. To me, highly doubted means a lot of things. We've covered pretty much my background of why I chose highly doubted to be the forefront of the show and the theme, and how that applies to me, and my journey in terms of how it got to this point from middle school to where it is now. But I want to touch in a little bit deeper on something that's more recent. So I am a student at North Carolina A&T University. Shout out to all the HBCUs. And what I learned out there is a couple things, but the one thing I'm going to talk about now is the passion, right? So I do music. I'm an artist. In A&T, there was an organization that I was very involved with for basically my whole career there. It was called Couture, and basically it was an entertaining entertainment organization that was singers, rappers, poets, dancers, models, the whole spiel. And basically throughout the year, throughout the semesters, we have our own shows, and as well as we would collab with other organizations when they did programs on campus. So we really got an understanding of what it was like to be your own brand. Just elevate. I'm all about elevation, and that is something that I'm going to bring every single time you hear me on the airwaves. That'll be all of it for right now. Join us next week as we continue our discussion on highly doubted and what that means to you as the audience member, you as the artist or the singer, the rapper, you as the businessman or woman, you as the entrepreneur. It's my job to make sure your story gets told and make sure that you get the right recognition you deserve. Thank you for tuning in. Continue to tune in every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please remember to connect with me by going to WDRBmedia.com. Click on the radio shows tab and go to Highly Doubted. That's the page. Also, if you want to be a guest on the show or want free advertising, call me at 704-771-3971 or email me at can'tquit@icloud.com. I'm going to spell that for you. KANTQUIT@icloud.com. You've been listening to Highly Doubted, and I'm your host, K.Q Dawg, on WDRB Media, the voice of the community for double the information and inspiration. Until next week, continue to be blessed.